Most Feared Part 3, the final official drop of Most Feared. We'll get into some more content possibly dropping on Halloween. Let's get into the heroes though. On your screen, Tyler Lockett, 90 speed. Another wide receiver. Marshawn Lattimore, 90 speed, 88 press, 88 zone coverage. Another cornerback. These are your 90 overall heroes. There are lower over the overall cards, but I don't really want to get into those. Left tackle Andrew Thomas, definitely deserved one of the best left tackles in the NFL this year. It's not even close. Would have liked to see another offensive lineman position because we already got 2 left tackles in the Most Feared promo, 90 overall and above. Lenny Fournette, a little bit low on 88 speed. And I think catching 66 is a little bit disrespectful to Lenny, a very good dual threat running back out of the backfield for Tom Brady. Deion Jones, the new Cleveland Brown, got traded from the Atlanta Falcons. The fastest middle linebacker we've seen from the heroes, being 90 speed. Blockshed though, I think it's just too low to use. And Kyle Pitts, here are your heroes. Your first offense guy, Kyle Pitts, 91 speed. His discounted abilities are not the best. I think it's like deep out elite or deep in elite, mid and elite. Nothing too crazy. Runoff specialist, since that's all he does now in the NFL is block. Devontae Adams, and also, I don't understand this card for one. He's not a deep, he's a route runner. He's a playmaker. I wouldn't really consider him a deep threat. 90 speed also a little bit disrespectful. I feel like he should have 91, maybe even 92 speed. The fact that he gets open so much. But yes, that's Devontae Adams. Myles Garrett, a little bit low on the speed, 287. I don't know. It's honestly not that bad. He, by the way, gets some decent discounted abilities under pressure for 2 AP and double or nothing for 2 AP. So very, very good there. And then Jalen Ramsey, in my opinion, the best card in this drop, 92 speed. He is, I want to say 6'1 or 6'2. I think he's 6'1. Just a great card across the board. Probably the best cornerback now in the game, man-to-man archetype. And your LTD is a little bit of a shorter defensive back, former Kansas City Chief, Arizona Cardinal, and Houston Texan. Tyrann Mathieu, 91 speed. He's got Tip Drill for 0 AP and Pick Artist for 1 AP as his discounted abilities. You know, he is an LTD, and I will say, TJ did tease it on Good Morning Madden stream, and I am fairly confident, 99.9% sure, we are going to be getting an LTD on Halloween. So that is something to look forward to, but that is your content. Let's get into the market. Starting out with the training market, because I know I bought a little bit, a pinch of training last night, buying mostly 85 overall core elites for under 11.2k, that magic 8 per number, and it definitely is a little bit harder to buy them today for that same price. You can expect training to go up a little bit, especially during the morning hours, right? When the content first gets not revealed, dropped. A bunch of people love to do rerolls, so you'll see that training number rise for the first few hours, then settle back down in the afternoon. So if you do want to buy training to roll in the morning, you should still probably buy some today. Most Feared wise, pre-building, unfortunately, the 90 overall Most Feared guys are not the best. But if you still want to pre-build, it's not a bad idea, just because I bet a few of them, just because they're brand new, will probably go for 140, 150. You could pre-build for 120, 125. I'd still buy 84s under 9,000, 87 overalls under 26, 27,000. I will say, for me personally, I don't want any of the 90 overall heroes, and I do want some of the champions. I'll probably just be buying the champions outright individually unless I pull them in packs. The other thing about the 84, and I would say more of the 87s, if you do want to buy right now, I like buying under 26,000. You can sell them right now unfiltered at 31, 32. That will probably rise to 33, 34 tomorrow morning and maybe a little bit into the afternoon. So you can buy right 25, 26k. It's small profit, but it's something you could do today. There's not much activity or buying that I'm doing at all on the market. So if you want to pick up any 87s for, I'd say, under 26.5k, that is a pretty good number to make, 3 to 4k after tax per card. They get listed pretty often. You see, I think I pick up this Ryan Jensen right here. No, I pick up another 25k card later on. But yeah, that is your Most Feared pre-building and your Most Feared just training overall market in general. I'm a little bit disappointed with the 90 overall heroes, to be honest. I had bought a few 87s beforehand, was hoping for a right guard, maybe an outside linebacker or safety, but nope, we just got more wide receivers and middle linebackers. Another thing to mention, a lot of people, and you guys too, I've already hit max level for Most Feared. A lot of people are probably going to hit that max level where that 90 overall, and it will have the part 3 players in it, and it also is sellable. So if you do want to pick up any of the new 90 overalls, a lot of people might be waiting till the morning just to open the pack, get the new 90 overalls, list them up. So the new 90 overalls might actually be cheaper, like for the first 10 minutes of the promo, and then slowly rise throughout the day. If you want to pick any of those guys up, you might want to check in right when the content goes live. Also, make sure, I'd say, to get your objectives done, just because the 90 overall hero will go for the most right now, will be definitely cheaper next week and the following weeks after. Stepping into the LTD market, I'm going to talk about Diggs, Gilmore, and Tyrann Mathieu, then Team of the Week LTDs. But most feared reroll LTDs just haven't been that good as investments. I didn't buy any Stephon Diggs. I bought one Stephon Gilmore for 540, and honestly, I mistimed that buy window. I could have waited a few hours, got him in the low 500s. But it just seems, and these cards also are in some sort of a bundle topper fantasy pack, so they are pretty common actually to pull if you spend the money. Stephon Diggs back down to around that 500k mark. The lowest I ever saw him, I think, was 480, 490 at one point. If we go to Stephon Gilmore, he's back down to under 500k. And I will say, Stephon Gilmore, if you want him for your team, this is a very, very good. I actually sold mine. I may have had some early info on Ramsey, so I sold him off for 598k a few nights ago. I actually think I'm going to buy back Gilmore, especially under 500. I think it's very, very safe. He's still tied for the fastest cornerback in the game. Decent height. He didn't play the best for me in game. However, he's still a very good card, and under 500 is a very safe LTD investment. These cards might never get to 600, 650, 700k. However, just for a player on your team at that LTD price, you're not going to get a corner really ever for under 500k as an LTD. So Gilmore, not too bad. Tyrann Mathieu, the only way I'm investing in him, honestly, is if he's like under 450, under 430 as a coin seller LTD that goes back up to 500, 520 in the days following, because he's very, very short. He has good discounted abilities, but I'm not that interested in him. But now moving over to the team of the week LTDs. Now there's one LTD I'm investing heavily in, and that is Kevin Byard. Now right now he's back up to 500k. I actually picked up 3 for 428, 429, and 420k. And I love those prices. This is probably one of my, I think this might be my favorite LTD investment of the year. The card isn't god tier. If I'm being honest, he's 5'11", 90 speed, good discounted abilities. But it's the fact he's a non-reroll LTD in a position that is quite scarce. There are not a ton of safeties in the game. I know we've gone a lot in the past week, but it's still a rarer position. And I think anything under 450k for Kevin Byard is very, very, very safe. We saw how fast Leonard Floyd rose last week, and I know he's probably is the best pass rusher in the game. The non-reroll LTDs they're depleted, right? The day after they are out of packs, right now you probably see 10 to 12 Kevin Byards in the market. You'll see 4 or 5 at max for the next few days. I also am going to be playing a lot of COD this weekend, so I don't really need that many coins. You see my coin count. Like, I invest in AKAs, I invested in Team of the Weeks, and I still have 8 to 9 mil. I now this week have the luxury to invest a lot in LTDs. So I bought 3 Kevin Byards, and I'm honestly trying to buy a few more for around the 430, 440 mark. I think max 450 is a good price, and I think you'll see later on this weekend and next week, he'll probably be 525, 550 at minimum. Non-real LTDs are going to be our bread and butter going forward, and as long as I have the coins to buy them, the luxury to spend, a mil on an LTD and not have to worry about needing those coins for something else, I'm going to buy the card as long as the price is a good one. And 430 for a free safety non-real LTD to me is amazing. Now, Derek Carr, I'm just not investing because he's a quarterback. He's also much more expensive at around 580 right now. If you want to buy him for your team, you'll probably get him for low 500s later this afternoon. Derek Carr, he's nothing special at the quarterback position. And since we get a quarterback, it seems every single week, as soon as we get a new QB, it doesn't matter if they're better than Derek Carr will go down to probably less than 500k. So I'm not looking to pick him up as an investment. If you want him for your team, I would say just try to get him in the low 500s. But Kevin Byard, I think if you see him under 450, try to get under 430, under 440, but under 450, I think is very, very safe, especially on Xbox. Xbox, I think the cheapest LTD other than Byard is 480. It's not Devondre Campbell, Zadarius Smith. But Kevin Byard, I love under 450. Hopping quickly into our updated investments, right? AKAs and Team of the Week. So Team of the Weeks last night, I bought, my end price, by the way, was around 75k. I had an average of 73.5k on my 89 Team of the Weeks. By the way, I noticed something yesterday. The market is much, much cheaper late at night. And I know this morning there was a little bit of a panic selling with the 89 Team of the Week since that Jalen Ramsey got revealed. Tracy Porter kind of dropped down in price. And also, I know a lot of you guys panic on the 89 Team of the Weeks. You got to understand the early bird offer. The reason this card is so cheap, or these cards are so cheap, is the early bird offer, and it does not go away from the store until 1 p.m. West Coast time Wednesday afternoon. Remember, it's a 1-to-1 promo, or 4 p.m. East Coast time to 4 p.m. East Coast time, that 24-hour window. It's not in the morning. It's not from 7 to 7 or 10 to 10. It's in the afternoon. So these cards did not go up in price until that pack gets removed from the store. And as you can see, they're all the way up to 90,000 coins, which is okay. I'm gonna be honest, this is going to be the toughest week for Team of the Week investments to actually hit. And they already kind of, I guess you could say, have, but not really. And it's just because the 4 sets we got this week are abysmal. There's really only one card that is in high demand, being Tracy Porter, which is good because he is a very, very good card, 92 speed. Height 5'11 is actually not that bad in this game. A lot of short corners actually play the Ags a little bit better. Tracy Porter, they're going for around 420 to 440. And I actually have already started to liquidate some of my 89 Team of the Weeks through this set. Now, I'll do the math in my head like very quickly, but pretty much how it works, if you bought for under 75k, we'll say 75k for the 89s, you go buy 386s for under 18,000 coins. You're doing this set for around, I think it's 340 to 360. And if you sell Tracy Porter for 430 to 440, he's down a little bit right now. I'll show you guys my sales. I was able to sell one today for 447, but you're making around 30 to 40k off the Tracy Porter set, and that set is profitable because of your 89. So if you divide 30 to 40k, of course, by 4, you're gonna get 8 to 9k, 8 to 10k per each of your 89 overalls, which if we math it out to, if we were just to sell the 89s, I know it's a lot of math, but around 95k. So at the current moment, if Tracy Porter is going for 430, 440, it's better off to do the Tracy Porter set. You can get 8 to 9k after tax of value back profit-wise for your 89s you bought under 75k. If the 89s on the market just straight up rise to 95k, then it would be better off to sell those. But yeah, you can see I've already sold 7 to 8 Tracy Porters, so I've already gotten rid of what, that's 28 or so of my 89 Team of the Weeks. I still have around 40. Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking to do the Tracy Porter sets or monitoring the 89 price. Of course, you can always sell at 90 and just take your 5k to 7k profit. It's not the greatest, but this week is a very bad week for sets, so you're not gonna expect these cards. I don't expect these cards to rise to 110, 115. I think at max maybe 100k if you're very, very patient. Look to sell them off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But look to do the Tracy Porter set. Look for these cards to go up to 95k and take the profit as you be. You can be okay with 5k. You can be okay with 10k. You can be okay with breaking even. It's up to you. And then AKA investments, 84s, you got to understand, we are going to be holding those until Sunday and Monday. I still like buying them under 11,000 coins. 88 overalls have been amazing. I've already sold off over half of my stack. I bought a total of 90, I want to say, for 45k on average, 47k max. And you can sell these guys, and I have been selling these guys for the past day. From 59k to 60k, I've been listing at 59.5. They sell everyone. They sell like, you know, they go in waves. Like all 20 will sell, then 0 will sell. Tomorrow, you can probably expect them to go for a little bit more just because the entire market and trading market will rise in the early hours. But I'll show you guys my auctions. I've sold a bunch of Mean Joe Greens for almost 60k, Okoyes, a few Revises, a few Calvins. Yeah, I'm taking my 6k minimum profit on every single card. I'm set to what, make 9k on 90 of them. You guys do the math. AKA 88s were very good. I'm actually kind of shocked that the Team of the Weeks and the AKAs were such an early turnaround. I was expecting to sell these guys off more Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But yeah, they've been very, very good just on a fast 24-hour turnaround. We've been able to make solid profit on them. But yes, that's all for Most Feared. No video tomorrow. Streams will be back on Thursday. I'll have a video on Friday talking about our trading investments for potentially, and I forgot to make, oh no, you don't worry about it. All Madden promo most likely coming next week. We are going to be investing training this weekend, and I'll go over a few sets you guys might want to do over the weekend when we get to that, but that won't be till Friday. I think, yeah, that's everything. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.